Well, look who it is. I know what you're thinking. I'm back. I'm in the Humvee. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're headed to do cool stuff. You're gonna need to get in. So here's the reality. It's 5 o'clock in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. I'm in the Humvee. I've done a lot to it. We're gonna recap that later. But I'm heading to Moab, Utah from Georgia. It's 2,000 miles. And we got a lot to go over between now and there. It's gonna be, it's gonna be like 17 days to get there. So let's get started. I need to go to the gas station. Obviously, I'm gonna go to that 100 times in this trip. And we're gonna go from there. We have made it all of 10 miles. We just stopped at the first gas station, 17.7 gallons. Let me turn on the truck, see what our mileage is at to get going, just so I have it recorded here. I will go over a walk around. I've done a lot to the truck since the last video. Our mileage, 5,046 total miles, 5,046. So now we are going to start the first leg. I'm thinking I'm going to stop for gas over 10 times before I get to Moab. And today we have a 14 to 15 hour, probably 15 hour trip from Atlanta to Oklahoma. So let's get started. All right, so here we are in Leeds, Alabama. And I am going to do a little walk around. I've got the dirt bike on the back. That's a Honda 250, fuel injected. That's going out to Moab with us. We got the spare tire here. Let me flip it around and show you a little bit better view. Have the Honda 250 on the back. Got the spare tire, extra 5 gallons of gas, tow, straps. Like I said, we are in Leeds, Alabama right now. This is the first fuel up. I've got the dirt bike like chained a bunch just so nobody walks off with it. Everything's looking good. Got the exhaust. So this is one big upgrade I did for this trip. This is the H1 Alpha seat. I've got my EcoFlow refrigerator. Everything's locked up. Dirt bike gear in the container there, my bag. I've got a fan because it is so freaking hot. Let's see. I did get new mirrors put on for this trip. I've got my air compressor. Everything on the engine looks good. I'm running about 70 to 75 down the interstate. This last tank, I only got 8.1 miles per gallon, which is as bad as I was thinking it was gonna be. It looks like I just put that on. That's a fuel breather. Looks like it might be spitting some fuel out of it, which is not good. That's one thing I was hoping I had fixed before the trip. I got the other H1 seat put in, and we're just running. But I've got to figure out this fuel thing, because that is a big problem if it is pumping gas out of that breather right there. Ugh. I was really hoping that was fixed, but it looks like it has coated, yeah, all of that. So I got to fix that. Got to look into that. But other than that, it's running good. So let's get back on the road, hit the second stop. I fueled up here in Leeds because I didn't want to fuel up in Memphis for obvious reasons. So I'll try to get through Memphis and I'll catch up on the other side. Okay, so let's talk about it. What are we doing? I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock a.m. trying to get on the road. Didn't get on the road till 6:30. Atlanta traffic. If you ever have the chance to come to Atlanta, just don't. It's horrible. So I sat in Atlanta traffic for a long time trying to get out of Atlanta. I am now headed from Birmingham to Memphis. We are driving to Moab, Utah in a 1992 military Humvee with an LS swap. For those of you that are new, I highly recommend you subscribe. This is going to get good. This trip from Atlanta to Moab is going to be about 28 to 30 hours long.
this first leg that I'm doing today, it's about 15 hours. We have roughly 10 hours left. Well, 11 hours left. I'm getting about 8 miles per gallon, which is shockingly horrible. I figured that out 2 days ago that my fuel mileage was that bad. I have been preparing for this for a little while, like 3 weeks. So let me tell you what the whole reason behind this is. So my kids have fall break middle of October. And my genius idea was, hey, let's go to Moab and I'll show them arches, I'll show them just Moab in general. I've never been myself, so I wanted to go too. So then I'm like, you know what would be really cool is if we had the Humvee out there, and possibly my son's dirt bike because he likes to ride his dirt bike. And then I was like, well, we'll just drive out there, or I'll haul the Hummer out there on the trailer. But then I found out, hey, it's 2.5 days to get it out there, and it's 2.5 days to get it back. So fall break is 5 days, and I'm no math condition, but that means we have no time out there at all. So then I got to thinking, I'm like, you know what? Let me drive the Humvee out to Moab, leave it there at an RV storage facility, fly home. Then when fall break comes, me and the kids can just fly out there, pick up the Humvee from the RV storage facility, do Moab in the Humvee, and then when we're done, we'll just fly home and leave it. And then I can go back sometime in November, do a week in Moab by myself, and then drive it home when I'm done, or possibly fly home and leave it out there again. So that's where we're at, unfortunately. I am driving out. It's going to be a 2.5 day. It's a 15-hour leg, a 10-hour leg, and then like maybe a 3 hour. So the Friday is kind of my day to explore Moab a little bit, and then I fly home Saturday because my son has a mountain bike race on Sunday. So it's crazy logistics, and not to mention I just got home from going to Louisiana for 2 or 3 days to ride jet skis, and then flew to Florida to ride jet skis for 2 days, and now I am driving out of the Moab. So absolutely insane. So to prepare for this, I've done everything that I wanted to do to the Humvee over the last 8 years in 3 weeks. I'm sitting in an H1 Alpha seat that I have had for easily 7 years. So I put in that seat, the military seat kit in the Humvee. Unfortunately, I don't have videos for that. I installed the H1 Alpha seat. It is leather, it's cushy, it reclines, it goes up, it goes down. It does literally everything. It has a nice armrest over here, which I can show you later. I installed the H1 passenger seat with the H1 seat installation kit on the passenger side. I put in a horse stall mat over the middle because it gets really hot. I put headers on it. I took the exhaust manifolds off. I put shorty headers. I have stainless steel exhaust installed. It is very reliable right now. The digital dash, I'll show you that too in a little bit. It shows me speed, RPM, engine temp, transmission temp in 2 places. Gear, pedal percentage, fuel flow, cumulative, IAC, economy, which is the miles per gallon active. Right now we're at 6.5 because I'm going upgrade. My actual air fuel ratio, the target air fuel ratio, oil pressure, battery voltage, and then I've got my air compressor and my front and rear lockers are switched through the digital dash. So there are switches in the dash. I can turn that on and off. I also have this nice Milwaukee fan. I've got my EcoFlow power station hooked to a Victron 24 volt to 24 volt converter, or I guess it's a converter. It just makes the EcoFlow think that it's being solar charged, even though it's being charged by the batteries in the Hummer. And then I've got a Dometic refrigerator, spare tire in the back for the first time. I have my off-road jack. I've got a bottle jack. I've got a ton of tools. I bought 2 new mirrors, driver mirror, passenger mirror, because before I only had a driver mirror and it was busted. I didn't even run the passenger mirror. It's kind of useless over there. I also took these soft doors and I re-sewed all of the windows back onto the door with like a very high strength sailing thread. So all the doors are good, all the windows are good. I'm trying to make it as reliable as possible. I don't know if y'all remember years and years ago, I want to say 5 years ago, I bought an extra set of tires, the pinball rockers. So I had those installed. So I'm running a brand new set of tires. The windows and doors are fixed. The windows are new. Everything. I mean, it's ready to go. So it's either going to make it to Utah this week, or it's gonna blow up and I'm gonna have a hot shot it back to Atlanta and I'm just gonna fly back. But I think it's gonna make it. We are 4 hours into the trip, no issues whatsoever. Every now and again, the transmission on these long uphill climbs will get into the 220s, which is high, but the Humvee as it's built is like it's towing all the time. So no matter what I'm doing, it's towing. And so 220, 225 is on the higher end of temperatures for towing. When it gets there, I just kind of lay off the gas a little bit. I sit in that high 60 mile an hour range. It goes back down to 200, 210, and that's where we sit. Cruising on flat or downhill, I can get it into the 190s, 195s, but it's fine. The Atlas is good. I checked all the fluids from front to back. Everything was good. So now we're just trying to make it out there. I'm excited to create some content for y'all. I know it's been years since I've done that, but this will be the LSxHumvee in Moab, and hopefully we'll get some really cool stuff, because like I said, I've never been there, but I know it's beautiful. So I've got, I'm at 90% fuel right now. It's gonna go pretty quick, but I don't think I'll be able to make it through Memphis. I thought I could fill up in Leeds, get through Memphis, fill up on the other side. I'm gonna have to, I filled up in Leeds, I'm gonna have to fill up again before Memphis, and then I'll get through Memphis and fill up on the other side. She is a thirsty girl. I didn't realize how bad the fuel mileage was when I made the plans for this trip, but it's really bad. I mean, I'm gonna have to fill up just on the way out there. I'll fill up over 10 times probably, which sucks. But whatever, it is what it is. It's part of the adventure. So let me get back to driving. I'll pop back on if anything happens, or every time I fill up, I'll kind of give you an update on what my miles per gallon was and where I'm at, and we'll just make it to Oklahoma tonight, New Mexico tomorrow, and then into Moab Friday morning. All right, it is really, really hot. It is 146. I have put gas in the truck twice already. It takes about 20 gallons. First, I got 8.1 or 8.2 miles per gallon. Second time, I only got like 7.8 miles per gallon. So it's not getting better. Probably because it is a ton hotter. I am running between 70 and 75 miles an hour though, which I think is really good for a Humvee. But it's miserable. I have my Milwaukee fan, and all it does is blow really, really hot air on me. It's got to be over 100 degrees outside, if not closer to 100 degrees. I just entered Arkansas. I'm on 40 west for hundreds of miles, and I've only got one issue so far. The Hummer has done great, but I use that retrofit fuel system from Holley on the tank, where it has a feed, a return, and a vent. And I don't know why, but I guess I did something when I put the headers on it, that the vent line must have a low point in it. And when I fill it up all the way to the filler neck, it comes out the vent line. Like, it'll puke out the vent line when I start driving it, and the gas gets warmed up and expands. It'll puke the fuel down the front, like by the air box. So I'm trying to figure that out. I think I can get under the truck and just maybe lift the vent line up so there's not a low point. That's hopefully what I find. But as of right now, every now and again, I get a big whiff of gas, and I know it's under there just dumping it all over the truck, which is not safe, obviously. I don't want a fireball rolling down I-40. But other than that, I'm over halfway through. I only have about 6.5 hours left. Hopefully, it'll probably be 9 hours. I don't know. But it's super hot. I have lots of water in the refrigerator, so I've stayed hydrated. Do I recommend this right now? Absolutely not. But wait until I get to Colorado and Utah. I may change my mind. But right now, like this morning, it was really cool and nice. It felt good. Man, right now it is miserable hot inside this truck with no air conditioning. The transmission, I got two temps. One's 195, one's 202. After lunch, after the second fill up, I was having a hard time keeping them under 225, 220. It was just so hot on that big long stretch of road with that asphalt. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated. I have no idea what the next stop is. I'm at 53% fuel. I'm getting like maybe 180 miles to a tank. So I'll be stopping in the next hour or so, I would assume. I'm not really sure. We're through Memphis, which was nice. I had a very interesting experience through there, but we'll talk about all that later. I'll keep you updated. I'm going to get back to driving, focusing on the road. So far, so good, but very miserable right now. All right, quick update. The transmission, for the first time this entire trip on day 2 now, is like 230. I can get it from 225 down, but this completely flat from Oklahoma to Amarillo. I'm guessing it's flat. It might be on an incline, but I'm like 60 miles an hour trying to get it to come down from 230, and it just will not do it. So there's a Buc-ee's 5 minutes from where I'm at. 4 miles, the sign says right now. Let me see if I can show you. Well, I don't think I can flip it around. But yeah, it's 229, 230. It's not going above 230. But I am literally feathering the throttle, staying in lockup, trying to get it down. So this is a problem. I don't like fighting this. That's the only thing I've had to fight this entire trip, is keeping that transmission under 225. And now I'm trying to keep it under 230. 230 is way too high. 240, you start to have fluid issues. The fluid gives up at 240. So 230 is just too uncomfortable. But I don't know why. I mean, it's just completely flat out here, and I'm just pulling. So, I don't know. I'm hungry. It is 11:30, and I'm going to try to get the transmission temp down. I'm going to check the fluid when I get there, smell it, see if it smells burnt. Hopefully I don't have to change it. So, we'll see. I'm literally going 60 miles an hour, which sucks, but it's not coming down. It's just sitting at 230. Yeah, I'm hungry. I need to eat something. It's hot out today, though. That has a lot to do with it, obviously. Sheriff pulled somebody over. I just want a transmission that runs like 200, 215, no matter what. And I think I'm gonna have to modify the cooler, because the transmission cooler, 4L80s came in these stock. So I don't know what the deal is. 230 is just uncomfortable. I don't like it. So hopefully I can get to the Buc-ee's. I mean, the engine is running at 205. I'm not worried about it at all. It's always at 205. The highest it got yesterday was 208. So we'll see. I also have two temperatures. I'm gonna go underneath the truck and unplug the pan sensor to see which one of these is the pan and which one of these is the internal ECU. I will keep you updated, or try to at least. I'm gonna check the engine oil, transmission fluid, all the things at Buc-ee's. Let it cool off before I head out again. Maybe the fluid's low. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. All right,
it's the next morning. I did not video last night. Nothing happened. I went through Oklahoma City, saw the wonderful city. There was whatever. It was uneventful, which for content sucks because, you know, there's not a lot for you to watch other than me riding and driving. But I will say it's good for me because I built this thing to be reliable. And it yesterday did 1,000 miles at over 70 miles an hour. That's a big win for me. Now today we have 700 miles. Yesterday was 16 and a half hours on the road. It was rough. That's why I didn't video when I got here, because it was so late. I just wanted to go to bed. I was burnt out. Today will probably be a 12, 13 hour day because of how many times I have to fill up and stop. But the EcoFlow, for some reason, kind of quit charging yesterday on the trip. I don't know why. We're at a 50% charge, which is still plenty. The refrigerator's good. Everything's fine. Nothing was stolen last night, which is a blessing. Man, I had so much stuff in here, but it was all chained up, locked up. I'll show you how I have it once I have some time. But we're gonna get on the road now. We're gonna go to New Mexico, North New Mexico, right just south of Colorado. And then tomorrow, it's a very short, like 3-hour drive into Moab. And then I'll have the rest of the day to have fun. And that's what we're here to do. So I'm gonna burn up today. It's gonna be another 12 hours and we're gonna go from there.
quick update. The transmission, for the first time this entire trip on day 2 now, is like 230. I can get it from 225 down, but this completely flat from Oklahoma to Amarillo. I'm guessing it's flat. It might be on an incline, but I'm like 60 miles an hour trying to get it to come down from 230, and it just will not do it. So there's a Buc-ee's 5 minutes from where I'm at, 4 miles the sign says right now. Let me see if I can show you. Well, I don't think I can flip it around, but yeah, it's 229, 230. It's not going above 230, but I am literally feathering the throttle, staying in lockup, trying to get it down. So this is a problem. I don't like fighting this. That's the only thing I've had to fight this entire trip, is keeping that transmission under 225. And now I'm trying to keep it under 230. 230 is way too high. 240, you start to have fluid issues. The fluid gives up at 240. So 230 is just too uncomfortable. But I don't know why. I mean, it's just completely flat out here, and I'm just pulling. So I don't know. I'm hungry. It is 11:30, and I'm gonna try to get the transmission temp down. I'm gonna check the fluid when I get there, smell it, see if it smells burnt. Hopefully I don't have to change it. So we'll see. I'm literally going 60 miles an hour, which sucks, but it's not coming down. It's just sitting at 230. Yeah, I'm hungry. I need to eat something. It's hot out today, though. That has a lot to do with it, obviously. Sheriff pulled somebody over. I just want a transmission that runs like 200, 215, no matter what. And I think I'm gonna have to modify the cooler because the transmission cooler, 4 L80s came in these stock. So I don't know what the deal is. 230 is just uncomfortable. I don't like it. So hopefully I can get to the Buc-ee's. I mean, the engine is running at 205. I'm not worried about it at all. It's always at 205. The highest it got yesterday was 208. So we'll see. I also have 2 temperatures. I'm gonna go underneath the truck and unplug the pan sensor to see which one of these is the pan and which one of these is the internal ECU. I will keep you updated, or try to at least. I'm gonna check the engine oil, transmission fluid, all the things at Buc-ee's. Let it cool off before I head out again. Maybe the fluid's low. I don't think it is, but maybe it is. All right.
All right, welcome to October 3rd. It is 7 o'clock in the morning. I am in Farmington, New Mexico on the way to Moab. Moab is the next stop. It's 3 hours away, and I'm super excited. So yesterday was absolutely the worst day of the trip. It was 40 west from Oklahoma all the way here to Farmington, New Mexico, through Albuquerque. It's 40 west the entire time. In a dream world, I'm 75 miles an hour plus 70 miles an hour the whole way. In my world, 40 west is like 7,000 degrees. It's where Route 66 is, the classic Route 66. I ran kind of like parallel to that on 40. So being that it's hotter than the surface of the sun there, the Humvee did horrible. Like, there were points the transmission got to 240 degrees, which was kind of like my oh crap moment. Was that's when degradation of the fluid, clutches start to glaze. Like 240 is way too hot. Well, unfortunately I did not do anything at that time other than pull over and let it sit for a while each time, so it took forever to get here. I have since made a modification, which I will show you. Also, the EcoFlow that powers literally everything, phone charger, refrigerator, it overheated, so it just quit charging altogether. So it's only at 46% this morning. It's saying it's going to take 6 hours to recharge it at 200 watts because the cables that I have will only charge at 200 watts, which is all another thing. I'll show you the modification I made. It did help. I will say that the ambient temperature was 15 degrees lower by the time I did this. So I don't know if it actually helped or just the ambient temperatures, but I ran the last like hour and a half of the ride at 75 miles an hour. The temps never got above 205. So I made that change. I looked at the civilian H1 manual. It looks like the manual tells you not to take your Humvee in for service unless the transmission hits 275 degrees, which is insanity to me. Also says that normal operating temperature for an H1 civilian Hummer is 212 or 215 degrees, and it normally runs into the 230s, sometimes 240s, 275 apparently is a problem. 250 is like we're reaching an issue. So if that's true, then I don't have anything to worry about, but I still made the change. I'm gonna have to buy something. Here, let me just show you. Ta-da! So this is what I did. Look at all the bugs, good Lord. I took out the grill, and I need air just to suck into this is the transmission cooler, the whole top half of this radiator. It goes in right here on the side. You can see there's an in and out. I need this to get as much air as possible. So everything was cooler once I did this. And then I've got it back here. But look at this thing. Like, look how much air that restricts. You can't even see through it any way, shape, or form. So I want to get the different one, and I'm going to try to find one in Moab. I doubt I will, but the one that has its larger gaps. And I'm sure they made that version for the upfitted Humvees that need more air so they don't overheat. So that's what we're doing. When we get to Moab, we'll do a full walk around. But yeah, this should keep it from getting too hot. We'll see. So now, off to Moab. I made it. So I'm in Moab on the edge of a cliff. Literally, I don't like heights, so I'm gonna ease over. I don't want to drop my phone either, but look at that. Made it to Moab in the Humvee. It's doing great right now. Ever since I've taken that thing off the hood, the transmission temps, I had one instance where they got to 225. Other than that, they've been 180 and under, 190 and under, sorry. But it's beautiful out here. It is hot. For some reason, I wasn't expecting it to be so hot. I don't know why. I guess because I'm in October and I'm kind of expecting it to cool down. And there's a nice breeze up here. Inside that thing though, it's super, super hot. I meant to come over here because I wanted to walk to the edge of this cliff because I love heights so much. See, look. I can't see what you see. You see that cliff? Yeah, that cliff. Let's go take a gander. Now, there's a fence, but it looks not to go far all the way. So I guess the Hummer's back there running. Somebody wants to steal it, they can have it at this point. You know when you spend 30 hours in a car and you're like, ugh, I don't ever want to do that again. Well, try spending 30 hours in a military Humvee on 42s with an LS that's loud as everything. No AC, in 1,000,000-degree weather. There's a side-by-side. He can have it, he can steal it. All right, let's see. Lots of side-by-sides out here, guys. Whew. This is gorgeous. Goodness. Okay, here we go. Big reveal. Look at that. Wow. I really am waiting for the side-by-side to steal my Hummer. And I think they're gonna pass it. All right, check this out here. I'll just give you the view. You don't need to see me. Look at that. Wow. So yeah, beautiful. All right, they didn't steal it, so good thing, bad thing. I do have a new noise, I think. Just popped up before I started recording. I went through a bunch of, like, not technical, but more technical than a dirt road, rocks and climbs and stuff. And now I have a noise. And I don't know, it doesn't sound like a good one, but transmission temp's good, engine temp's good. You know, I haven't even thought about that Atlas transfer case this entire time, but hopefully it didn't overheat, because it doesn't even have a cooler hook to it. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it was 1,000,000 degrees, but it's an Atlas, right? Okay. Sorry for being out of breath. I'm just old and fat, so I'm headed back to the Hummer. I'm gonna get in it, keep going. We're on Chicken Corners is the name of the trail. It's like super beginner trail because I wanted to dip my feet in before I come back in 2 weeks with the kids. But everything so far is going great. I'll keep y'all updated, but it's as beautiful as everybody says it is. All right, remember I told you we had a new noise, and that new noise was really, really bad. So what happened was I went under the Humvee, and the Humvee has guards on the gas tank, and the drive shaft was hitting the guard, and I'm like, well, how did the guard get that close to the gas tank? Well, I guess the vent that I've been messing with, something happened with the vent and it wasn't venting. And that gas tank swelled up huge, hit the drive shaft. That was the noise. So I got out and I'm like, all right, well, if it's not venting, let me just open the gas cap. I opened the gas cap and it was literally, I bet 10 gallons of gas spewed out of there, all over me, all over the floor, the ground. Holy crap, scared me to death. I mean, it was like a fire hydrant of fuel coming out of there. I've never seen anything like that before, ever. And I've got a dang crack in my, not exhaust, not muffler, but my catalytic converter. Let me, all right. So right there, like right where the thing is, that's a crack. It's cracked all the way around. I'm surprised it's even still holding on. And then this, the tank was swollen so bad, this was shoved up against that. So, I mean, it was a lot. And then back in here, and I know we're probably upside down now, but this plate was pushed up against the transfer case. I mean, it had swollen. It was huge. So I don't know why it quit venting, but I'm gonna go figure that out. And then now I realize, what is that noise? I've got to get this cut off and re-welded. So hopefully there's a muffler shop in town, because I guess once that breaks, it's just gonna fall. Oh, that's a big one. All of this is big. It waited until Moab. It all waited until Moab. So I need to get the vent venting. I don't know what the deal is with the gas tank on this trip. It's never had an issue, and now it has an issue. Okay, I'm back on the road. I'm headed to put the Humvee in storage, and then tomorrow I get on a plane and fly home. And then next week I'll be back out here with my kids for fall break. But I wanted to show you, I'm on Highway 128 from Moab. I wanted to do it, scenic route, but check this out. Let's see if I can't see what I'm showing you, but hopefully you see through the bugs and the dirty windshield how gorgeous this place is. So yep, that's where we're at. I'm gonna get back on. I'll give us a rundown, hopefully, if I remember. The exhaust is fixed. The V-band, the bolt on the V-band broke, so I'm gonna have to bring a V-band with me next week, make that minor repair. But in general, I forgot I don't have my microphone, so I don't know if you can hear me, but in general, the crack in the exhaust was pushing really, really hot air right into the gas tank. The gas tank was swelling up, and I think that was causing all of my venting issues this entire trip. And then once I got out on the trail, the vent ball must have clogged, causing the tank to swell and almost explode. But thankfully, I guess that happened so I could get it repaired when I'm out here with my kids next week. I won't have to deal with any of that. So I'll give you a rundown here in a little bit, but I just wanted to show you this highway is just gorgeous. All right, so I had to stop. Look at this. I'm gonna give you a 360 behind me, trying not to fall. I'm on top of the Hummer. Look at this. Is this not like one of the most beautiful places on the planet? Again, I don't have my microphone, so I don't know if you can hear me. Rain back there. Like, this is spectacular out here. Look at that sky. Got some cars coming. They probably think I'm crazy. Kind of am. All right, so as you can see, I have made it home from Moab. I've already flown home. I'm at my house in Atlanta. And let me just give you a quick rundown of what is about to happen. So the Humvee is in Moab at an RV storage facility. Everything's secure, locked up. Everything is good there. On Saturday, this coming Saturday, which I think is 5 days from now, I'm taking my kids out to Moab. We're getting the Humvee, and we're going to do all of fall break out in Moab, Utah, Colorado. I'm not really sure what we're doing yet. I think one day we're going to go to Silverton, and if it's open, we'll do Cinnamon Pass, Engineer Pass. We'll do the Alpine Loop pretty much. And then Arches is one day, and then we'll do some of just Utah, Moab stuff in general, like Chicken Corners, kind of what I was doing in this video. Something beginner, but I want to show them what Utah looks like. So overall, Moab Metalworks, the welder, saved my butt. He went in there, minimum charge. I took the exhaust off, put it on his table. He TIG welded it up, got it fixed. I put my exhaust back on. Like I mentioned in the video, when I took it off, one of the V-band clamps, the nut was rusted to it. So I had to break that off. I've got new V-bands already. I ordered them on the plane on the way home. So when I get there with the kids, we're gonna grab the Humvee. I'm gonna put the V-band on it. I shouldn't have an issue with the fuel tank anymore now that the exhaust is fixed. Everything should be good. Now I'm gonna ask you this. Go ahead and subscribe, because I'm gonna spend 4 to 5 days in Moab, Utah, Colorado. The content's gonna be good. Like we're gonna do some really fun stuff with that Humvee. The scenery is gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be really good. I hope Engineer and Cinnamon Pass is open. Middle of October, it's kind of iffy, but it's gonna be really good. So make sure you subscribe. We're gonna do a lot of videos, a lot of content, and I've got some really cool upgrades coming for the Humvee, and you're not gonna wanna miss them, I promise. They're big. They're not little upgrades, they're big upgrades. So we're probably gonna go 44 bigger tire, 44 or bigger tire. We'll see, whatever. But just subscribe. Thanks for watching. I know this one was a long one, but hopefully not too long. And again, we'll split the next couple starting on Saturday into a couple different videos, because there's gonna be a ton of content. I'm super excited. And then in November, I'm going back out there again, and that's when I can break stuff, because I can just have it hauled home. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. That's gonna be good. So make sure you subscribe. Y'all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.